what to see, what to stream, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
It sure is, and we are back with the nationally syndicated film critic, Ryan J., and he's the cool guy in the middle of this summer heat. Looking summery there, Ryan.
It is the season.
Good to see you.
You
here's
too.
The deal. It's going to be real hot tonight, so some people may want to be outside, some may want to be inside. So let's break down some of the movies, starting with one I will never see, and it's called The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
I know you're not a fan of these films, but you know, this is my favorite horror franchise. I love horror genre to begin with, but you know, The Conjuring 2, the previous film, this is technically The Conjuring 3, but the previous film was the one where I coined the phrase fear tears. Remember, Molly?
Oh, yes. I know your fear tears.
Yes. So this is the next installment in the franchise, and I love it. It is so good. I mean, what's so great about these movies is that they're horror films, but they're crafted and made like prestige award-worthy films. They're as good as any great drama in terms of the cinematography and the design, the casting, the scripting, like every element and detail about these films is top notch. And I just love it. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga back as Ed and Lorraine Warren. And this, like the previous Conjuring films, is based on a true story. So if you Google The Devil Made Me Do It in Brookfield, Connecticut, like this all happened. It's been dramatized, but everything here happened. It's a true story.
See, for me, that makes it worse. Knowing that it's true is that much more disturbing to me. And the way I judge a horror film, or even a drama for that matter, is how long it sticks with me, if I'm going to remember it and think about it. Is this that type of film?
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's definitely some imagery that will stay with you. And, you know, it's about demonic possession. So I like how it does things that remind you a little bit of things you saw in The Exorcist, but then ups the ante even a little bit, you know, because we've never seen anything best that film. So, but there's some images in this movie that definitely stay with you.
Ugh, like the one we just saw.
Yeah, I can't even watch this preview.
See it.
Worth it in theaters?
See it in the theater. I didn't get the chance to see it in the theater, and I'm really upset that I didn't, and so I may go see it in the theater yet, but this is one to definitely see in the theater.
Ew, I don't like it. All right, the next one I'm hoping I'll like. It's Spirit Untamed. This is PG. This is also in theaters.
This is also in theaters, only in theaters, because, by the way, The Conjuring 3 is also available today for 31 days on streaming on HBO Max. But still, see it in the theater. Spirit Untamed is an animated feature in theaters only, and it is from DreamWorks Animation, taking a page out of Disney's storybook, where they kill off the mom kicks it in the first scene. And then the aunt eventually takes this little girl to go meet her dad 10 years later, and it could be about legacy and connection, but it's a really missed opportunity. It's more of a coming-of-age story about this girl who ends up taming a horse, and then it goes in this direction where the horse and a bunch of wild horses are horse-snapped by outlaws, and this girl and a bunch of other young girls on their horses go on this adventure across the country and trying to rescue them. It's so convoluted, and I got really bored halfway through.
Oh, that's true. Is it musical at least?
There's music in it. It opens with a song where I was like, oh, this could be a musical, and it's not. But there are a couple songs in it that help the film along a little bit, but not really great.
Oh, so this is just for maybe the little kids, or what do you think?
You know, the best animated and family films are Universal, and this one's not. This one really skews young. I didn't enjoy this one. I'd say skip it. Not worth it.
Okay.
Good. Save us money, especially if we're going to head to the theaters. We got to make it worth it. All right, let's talk about this next one on Hulu, Changing the Game.
Right. Well, in honor of Pride Month and as a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, I wanted to honor that Hulu is doing a really great job with programming. They've got season 2 of Love, Victor. They have the FX Pride documentary series. And then this one, Changing the Game, is so great because it's about transgender high school athletes in America across the country at a time where people are really discussing it, because it was sort of a non-issue until transgender students actually started succeeding in sports. So now it's a hot topic.
So who is interviewed in this?
It's great because it talks to transgender high school athletes, but also coaches, their family, and high school association officials. But it also does not shy away from the controversy, the dissenting opinions, the people who are very adamantly against it. It's all covered, and the controversy is not shied away from, so it shows all sides.
Are there any standout moments
There really are. You know, one of the things I loved about it is you see a coach who didn't even know what it meant to be transgender before working with a student athlete. There's a grandparent who's a staunch conservative Republican who is very supportive of her transgender grandchild. When I love that it just goes to show, you know, we're in a time where people are so divisive, making judgments and putting people in boxes based on their political affiliations. But you don't know. There could be liberal Republicans and there are conservative Democrats. And so this is a very eye-opening film in many ways, and complexities within who we all are as people. So I found this really enlightening and really inspiring. I love this story. It's available now, Changing the Game on Hulu. It's really, really great to hear from the people themselves that are affected by these issues, because I feel like until you understand how someone, because 40% of all transgender teens, 40% either commit or attempt suicide. So it's
that's tough. I think it's good to watch. Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today, Ryan. Good to see you.
Thank you guys. You too.
Thank you, Rye.
And you can like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Instagram and Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, check out his website. It's ryanjreviews.com.